over a period of time, I realized that while we have a rich culture of labor support and supporting women through these really magical times of their life, it wasn't being translated to our culture. So the first idea of having Doula Collective in India was to have a traditional backing, which means that we are looking at women through the lens of our tradition, which has so much to offer. Then we thought that it's not as simplistic as women are pregnant in one phase of their life. It's the same woman going through pregnancy and then motherhood. And so the layered experience of both pregnancy and her own life needed to be taken care of. And that told us that there is more to a woman than just making a birth plan and getting on with it. And finally, we also thought that how are we ever going to embody birth for another person if we haven't felt it in our own bodies? Especially in today's time, when I started working, I found myself very alone. So the core values, I think, for this program was community, which was support, continuity of care, which we wanted to give to the woman and then also bring to ourselves, and not give up our roots. And as we went along, another thing popped up to say that because we were acknowledging women's experiences, we couldn't do away with the fact that women may be overwhelmed and felt helpless in many stages of their life, no matter what background they came from. And that is why trauma informed care also became a very essential part of what we brought in, not just as a program, but also in the way we spoke, in many elements of how we interacted with women. So, this is what the core idea was. It came from my own experiences, both as a mother, as a woman, and as a doula. And then what I saw as practices around the world told me what I didn't want. And I didn't want it to become a place where people just came for a certificate. Though education is important, but so is that continuity of learning constantly growing. So somehow that certification makes you stop there. And then you're imposed with recertifying. Well, we do believe that we keep evaluating ourselves, but we don't believe that it needs to cost us because, in my experience, this isn't the most lucrative career option in the world, but it is the most fulfilling, rewarding one. So these are a couple of things that we thought we won't have, but what we did want to have is to bring back the essence of women connecting with each other and therefore the word collective. So here is Dula Collective for you.
Hi everyone, I'm Neha. I support Divya in running the training and the community, and it's been 8 years now, so we're really proud of that. Um, to me, this doula training program is unique in many ways because I think the entire program has been very purposefully designed. There are multiple layers and multiple ways of learning. Learning isn't linear. You learn, you self learn, you learn with your mentor, you learn by interacting with your peers, and you learn on the job, coming back with experiences that you can discuss with the community. So, all of those different ways of learning is what really enriches your confidence in this work. And learning is not limited to just doula skills. The program really helps you to go a little bit deeper into the understanding of the dynamic nature of body and mind, because both are at play, we know, during pregnancy, birth, postpartum, parenting. Um, Also, I love how community is a very core aspect of this training. We learn through modeling our mentors and peers. And so this space has been built very consciously to be respectful, compassionate, and the ethics of work are not just words, but it is something that you will feel and you will imbibe by seeing that with your, colleagues and mentors in this space. Also, doula training cannot be something that you do and then you're an expert. It does not happen in a few weeks or months. It actually is a lifelong journey of learning more about the mysteries of birth, learning more about how to work with different kinds of clients, and which is why there is no end to learning. Even when you complete your training program, year long program, get the certificate, there is still a space for you to keep coming back to so that you can keep learning and fine tuning your skills better, enriching, the quality of your support. So, while I think this is what really stands out in making the program unique, let me also help you understand how the training works. It is an online course, and that is because we have doulas joining from across the country and some even from different countries. And so it's easier for us to meet, of course, online. Um, there are opportunities for you to also have some in-person hands-on skills. We have city level groups where doulas, there are multiple doulas in a city. We encourage them to meet and practice skills together. And of course, we do have our annual doula retreat, which is a space for us to once in a year come together for 3 days and practice a lot of the skills that we have learned through the training program. The program is spread over several months, and that allows you the time to slowly internalize and integrate the various aspects of training that are offered. The first part of it is Seminar 1, which we call the Foundation course. I think this is where the core skills are offered. A good understanding of how the body works, anatomy, physiology, communication skills, doula skills, supporting moms in labor. So that's really the core part of the training. This is a combination of self-paced learning and live webinars once a month. This will take you about 6 months to complete, but sometimes people may not be able to complete it in 6 months. They have the opportunity to take a little bit longer if that's what they need. Once you complete Seminar 1, you're actually equipped to start offering your services as a doula in training, and we highly recommend that because that's when you can bring in those real life experiences to the rest of the course. Seminar 2 is what I like to call the heart of the program. This is where we dive a little bit deeper into the understanding of how subconscious conditioning has an influence on how birth goes. What are the biodynamics of birth, how the baby navigates the pelvis, amongst a lot of things going on around that. And also working with complex needs, families that require, special skilled support. So that's what Seminar 2 is. Seminar 3 is what I like to call the soul of the program. This is what really makes, I think, the doula training very unique because this goes beyond doula skills. This is really about understanding how to work with families in a sensitive way at a time when they're so vulnerable. Ways in which you, as a doula, actually can prevent the occurrence of trauma and also, if there is, support repair. So that is where I think Divya's um, knowledge and practice of being a trauma therapist, pre and perinatal psychology, all of that, she has put that into this seminar. And that really, I think, helps to complete the offering from our end. And so that equips you to be able to start working more holistically with families.